like if you found the video valuable. In the heart of Kolkata, tucked between a tea stall and a shuttered bookstore, stood a peculiar little shop, Das & Sons Watchmakers. The paint on the signboard had faded long ago, and the glass display was clouded with dust. Yet inside, the shop held an unsettling kind of order. Dozens of clocks, of all shapes and sizes, ticked together in perfect rhythm, as if every second in that room obeyed some unseen conductor. On a stormy night in July, Inspector Kavya Sen was summoned there. A neighbor had reported that the shop's door was left open, and the old man who ran it, Mr. Das, had not been seen all day. Kavya pushed the door open, and the bell chimed a hollow, metallic note. The smell of oil and brass filled the air. At the workbench, hunched over with his tools scattered, was Mr. Das. His head rested on the table, his spectacles askew. He looked almost peaceful, as though he had fallen asleep. But when Kavya touched his wrist, it was cold. What unsettled her wasn't the body. It was the sound, or rather, the absence of it. Every clock in the shop had stopped. The pendulums hung still. The ticking silence pressed down on her. She checked her watch. 11:47 p.m. That was the frozen time on every clock around her. Among the clutter on the workbench, something caught her eye. A pocket watch unlike any she had ever seen. Heavy, ornate, with engravings carved into the back. But instead of numbers, the engravings were initials, dozens of them. She traced her finger over them. AM, SK, RN, VB names began surfacing in her mind. These weren't random letters. They matched initials from Kolkata's unsolved missing persons cases. The last engraving, freshly cut, sent a chill through her. RK. Those were the initials of Rahul Khanna, a journalist who had vanished just 2 nights earlier. Kavya carefully opened the back of the watch. Inside was a tiny, hidden compartment. Wrapped in tissue paper lay a roll of undeveloped film. She slipped it into her pocket, determined to have it processed. The next day, in a dimly lit darkroom at police headquarters, the photographs appeared one by one. And with each image, Kavya's unease deepened. Faces, dozens of them, stared back. Men, women, even children. Every single missing person from the last decade. Each photo had the same timestamp stamped at the bottom. 11:47 p.m. Kavya's thoughts raced. Was Mr. Das the one behind the disappearances? Had his shop been a front for something sinister? Or was he simply documenting crimes committed by someone else? She returned to the shop that night, hoping for answers. The rain fell harder than before, drumming against the windows. Alone in the silence, she studied the workbench again. She noticed scratches carved into the wood, tiny lines, forming patterns like constellations. When she connected them on paper, they formed the outline of Kolkata's railway network. Every missing person's last known location corresponded to one of the stations. It was as if the watchmaker had mapped the vanishings, tying them all together in some design only he understood. Suddenly, the shop's bell jingled. Kavya froze. No one should have been there. A gust of wind rushed in, carrying with it the faint sound of ticking. Slowly, impossibly, the clocks began to move again. One by one, their hands jerked forward. 11:48, 11:49, 11:50. Her phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number appeared. You shouldn't have opened the watch. Kavya's blood ran cold. She looked back at the workbench. The pocket watch was gone. Mr. Das had taken his secret to the grave, but someone, or something, was determined to keep it alive. And as the clocks around her ticked in eerie harmony once more, Kavya realized the case was far from over. Because sometimes, in Kolkata, time itself could be a killer.